Hello, ladies and llamas, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I think in this episode, things are going to start to get really interesting. I mean, we got the glitch menu here as normal, but yeah, let's just get right into it. No time to delay. Load game, most recent game. Booyah. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Landon. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Ooh. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around. And, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. What is on your mind? I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person that worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway. If it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid that you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on a trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? We're reading the same thing again, just stood in front of a closet. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Well, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Yes, you are, don't lie. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monika looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. I wonder what song that could be. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I wouldn't let you down, Landon. Monika smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure on you or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Landon, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you could like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave the book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Let's get this back a little. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating to them. Dang, what are you reading? Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Landon? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Dang. Then what? I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. No, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I shouldn't let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Whoa. What? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. These are some dark messages. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I don't think you need to worry. This just means you're passionate about reading. At least I can do is listen. The literature club, it's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh, shoot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the jump scares are out of nowhere. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get to the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah, you seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just let me know if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe it's a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry. Whoa. Oof. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I didn't mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Aww. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same thing with my arm on the right side of the book. That way, I can turn the page. Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Sorry for my stuttering again. I mean, I don't stutter. I just start reading it, and then I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. I don't read very much. I play games. Gamer time. Anyway, I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? Oh, she's smiling. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things and says, that's what you are talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came to my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say so. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does that sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems to each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left the book, then I slip it back into my bag. We only have 2 choices now. Natsuki. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this. I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending a lot of time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody, so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably still be able to learn something from it. Oh, yeah. I remember this. Yeah. Good info. No, I'm kidding. Ooh. Wow. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you for a long time. The music. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That shouldn't that be obvious by now? So just play with me instead. Okay. You don't hate me, Landon, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please, just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead is all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh. Hi again, Landon. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with that masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I'll give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Landon. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It's really metamorphic. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked today. Anyway. Where'd I get today from? I'm just making up words, but it works, so whatever. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean like that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expecting, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating. I'm trying to read this with like a weird effect, but I'm also like, what on earth? Why are the letters missing? I don't even know. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing playing a chalkboard on a table, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. And this. Oh no. Oops, I didn't get to scroll down. Ah. It's okay, it was probably just blank anyway. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, oh yeah. Gotta save, just in case. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it in. Huh? I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you can work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Oh no, more cursive. Okay. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear, gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with the open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devoting snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disapproving the existence of God. What am I reading? A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every line it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devoting prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayers, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Whoa, this is like something they give you at English in class, and then you try to, they're like, okay, what does this mean? Oh my goodness, what on earth? Aha, it doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I take it out on pen. A pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Yeah, I want to read it. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. It's gonna jump scare me. Wait. No, wait. Hold on. Wait, was I supposed to do something, or... Hold on, I'm gonna go back real quick. Hold on. Okay, we're back here. Let's see. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Oh? Is that it? Ah, okay, cool. Nice. Oh! Okay, everyone. Oh my goodness, what? Oh. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Oh no. It's about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. What? Oh no. Oh shoot, I was supposed to click. Oh. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're all going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Linda joined and we started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent, so we still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Mitsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be placed where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you can never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do, so that's why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Landon? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Landon to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us are here join the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked to it until Landon showed up. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home, and Landon isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are just fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Landon want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I show as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Landon, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of this? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all of this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being for that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Landon. It's not the same. I won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. I'm just happy to be here with you. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Oh. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Landon? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes... Oh, wait. Do that again. Wait. Are you bleeding? Oh, yeah. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Uh-oh. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too, yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Landon? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little with Landon before I leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here, and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves in as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? And I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at the club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. Oh, and I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No. What? Alright. Let's just pick all this stuff. Oh, what? Whoa. I just realized. Oh my goodness. Whoa, wait, what? Oh no. Wait, who's down there? Is that Satsuki? Or... Let's just pick random ones. Hi Landon, I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversation with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking yesterday, and I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something, but I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice at the last time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins out of the vending machine or something? Oh, what? Oh man, I'm the last one here again? Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have gotten a lot of determination studying this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I got passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Landon, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Landon is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that I can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice hot cup of tea. not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug it in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking manner, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. As I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored. I'm just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I started heading down the hallway. Oh. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around. Yuri? Oh. Whoa. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Lennon, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get that teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course, I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert of tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard to do for me. So when it's you who's around anyway. Why am I struggling to blah blah? That's great, Yuri. Don't push yourself too much. You're always worried about me, Landon. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for us. Landon, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? And why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Oh. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Yuri, your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I ended up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I have to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Ooh. That's a cool shot. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading it from. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take the chocolate candy, pop it into my mouth, then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural, but that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her... Oh, I clicked too fast. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me with... like she needs to confirm what just happened. Landon, sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts breathing heavily. I can't. Landon. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. And my heart won't stop pounding, Landon. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Landon? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh. Huh. 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 Ooh. It's time to share poems. Oh my goodness, whoa. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here with that crazy ending. That was intense. Oh my goodness. Wow. And I don't know how Natsuki's doing though. That scene where she like breaks her neck. Yikes. Yeah. Well, with that, I will see you llamas in the next one.